friends, it's Sydney from Sid Plans It Out. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're going to be doing my weekly actions for, nope, not that week, nope. The 2nd through the 8th. So yesterday's video I went through and I did my monthly goals for January. So now it's time to start breaking those down week by week and figuring out what I'm going to do every week. So the first thing that I usually do is I set up this page for my reflection at the end of the week. So I'm going to do that. And I've been using washi tape, but I thought it might be kind of fun to just use these Makselife markers since I have them, and why not? So I'm going to use this just Moxie Gray to write with, but I think I'm going to use these to like do a little bit of like decorating of the page, because why not? And we can pretty much make a rainbow. So that sounds fun to me. So let's just, I don't know, put some color on the page here. That didn't work very well. Okay. So we'll do some red and some orange, and then let's see, we have, I want to write reflection, wins, worked, didn't work, lessons, adjustments. So that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, perfect. I have 6 more. So we're going to use these. I'm going to use the, it says bullet, but it's more of like a felt tip pen. And I'm going to use these, actually I'm going to write everything in, and then I'm going to use those to like underline / box those sections in. So let's do that really quick. I always feel bad when I do videos like this where I'm writing, because I always turn things, and I feel like that might be annoying, but I literally cannot write if this is like this. I can't do it. Anybody else? That is not something I can do. At least not make it look pretty also. So reflections, then we'll do wins. Worked. Let's see. Let's put adjustments down here. That way I know how much room I have for everything else, because I usually have a decent amount to write for adjustments, just because I usually make it like full sentences. It's not centered. Oh well. It is what it is. And then wins, worked. So we'll do didn't work. That's not cute, but oh well. The most important part is that it's functional, right? Right. And lessons. And then, just to make it more interesting, we're going to take the bullet side, not really bullet, but the bullet side, and we're going to, well, make a box that's too big up there, but that's okay. Yellow, green. I'm going in rainbow order because why not? Green. I think this one first, because this one's more like in between green and blue, and then this one. I'm thinking about this way too hard. I know that, but this is what I do. And then, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a good day. I know this video goes up on Tuesday, but it's currently Sunday when I'm filming this, so I am getting ahead for the week. I went to church this morning. It was fantastic and very much needed, and I'm glad that I went. And I really hope to keep that up this year. It is one of my goals for this month and for the year. Okay, so we have a nice, simple page for reflections. All right, let's move into the actual weekly actions. So I didn't write anything out. I just used this as like, these are the ones that I'm going to pick. So yeah, this could be interesting. Let's get started. The first one I'm going to do, so we'll start with personal. I'm going to write out my AM routine, at least my ideal AM routine, and then attempt to follow that and see how well I do with it. And then next week, if I need to make adjustments to it, then I can make adjustments to it based on what actually worked this week. But I want to write it out and then, follow it, work on it. And then if I need to make adjustments next week, I can. And then I also want to make sure, let's see, I have 2 more here. So write out AM routine. And since setting like an AM routine is something that, I would like to get it done sooner rather than later, but I feel like there are certain times where it might need adjustments. I feel like if I write it out this week and then I I follow it and it's what I want to do is too much or whatever, it doesn't work for me, then next week I can always my goal could be adjust AM routine or something along those lines, my weekly action. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it, is like everything flows together. It all works together. It's all one piece of the same thing, if that makes any sense. The other 2, unplugging by 9 and 1 reel every week. 1 reel this week. I think I'm going to potentially film it today. Actually, no, it probably needs to wait until tomorrow. I do have an idea for what I want it to be, but it's probably going to have to wait. I have not finished reel number 2 for last week yet. Remember, that was my goal last week, was to do 2 reels, but I'm going to film it after this, and then I'll post it today. And that will be, well, like today as in Sunday. So that will be my 2 for last week. And the last one, I forgot already. Oh, a reel. I was just talking about that. Oh my gosh. My brain is mush. Okay. Fun for this week. I want to start on making a to-watch list and then decide on a new TV show. I think it's probably going to be Yellowstone, just because my family can't stop talking about it, so I feel like I should just watch it. But we will see how that goes. So start, I think that's what I'm gonna put, is start to watch list, because I feel like it's going to grow. And then we'll put start new show, which will hopefully be like a lesson in, what's the word? A lesson in restraint, I guess, I don't know, in planning my life kind of thing, like using my time wisely. I think that's what I want, were the words I wanted, because I have a really bad habit of, I'll start something and then I can't stop because I just want to know like what's next. It's a problem that I have with shows and with reading a lot of times. So it's something that I'm going to work towards. Okay, for work, I want to do, so my monthly goal is to do 10 preceptor topics. This is a short work week, and I know there's going to be a lot of I definitely did not even close to spell that right. I like forgot the middle part of the word. Wow. I know that because it's a short week and there's going to be a lot to catch up on, I have a feeling. I think that 2 is the most like doable, the less like stressful I can give myself. And then this no emails or Teams after 5 is going to be something that I track every week. And I'm going to, the ones that are everyday type of things, so unplugging and AM routine, and then this will go into my catch-all in the sidebar as goals to track for the week. So that's how that's going to go. And then here, I want to go, I'm pretty sure my brother goes back to school on Tuesday, and I have tomorrow off, and so does he. Tomorrow, Monday, so I guess yesterday when you're watching this. But I want to go on this like date dinner thing with him before that. So this might happen today depending on him. It might be tomorrow, maybe it'll be next weekend, I don't know, sometime this week, but I would like to do that this week. And then I would also like to go home once. I'm hoping that my grandparents are back later in the week, or I guess midweek. My grandma's birthday is on Wednesday, so I would like that to be the day that I go home. However, if they're not there, that would kind of stink, but it's okay. I'll probably go anyway. And then all 3 of those are going to be weekly things that I'm doing. So PT, close my standing rings, and water. So these ones will be repetitive, but that's how you make habits out of things, right? Is doing them over and over again. So that's kind of going to be the focus with health and wellness in January, is just making routines out of things. And then for spiritual and personal growth, I want to read 3 days this week, at least. I also need to find a new book, but I'm going to do that today. So I'm not going to write this in here for like next week's actions, because I'll hopefully have already done that. And then going to church and my faith planner. So faith planner daily, going to church. Like I said, I really enjoyed service this morning, and I want to continue going and not making excuses for myself. All right, read 3 days, faith planner daily. That reminds me that I need to decorate my faith planner for next week still, but that's okay. I still have the rest of today. I could also do it tomorrow morning before I fill it in if I have to. And then church on, I guess that's not necessary to write, but I don't know. My brain wanted to write it, so there we go. Church on Sunday. Okay. For financial, I need to go to the bank so that I can contribute to both of these. And then I want to, so let's write that first. Bank, run, and then underneath it, I'm just gonna put what it's for. So sinking funds, and then $1,000 savings. And then the other thing is no DoorDash this week. Not gonna do it. I know that was a goal for last week, or last week's was to just only eat out once. I did terrible at that. I ate all the things out. It was bad. So this week, no DoorDash. Because it's just too expensive and I don't need it. I just need to make things. Like, I have food. I'm just lazy. I don't feel like taking down Christmas yet. I gotta be honest with you. I don't want to do it this week. So I think for physical environment, it's going to be, I want to create a cleaning schedule. So it's going to be kind of like this type of thing. And I want to create the cleaning schedule and then start following it. Or maybe, I think I'm going to do create/find, because there are lots of them out there. I just need to find, I think, like, in my research for it, of, you know, figuring out what's going to work kind of thing, I'll probably look at a bunch of examples for that. And then, what did I say? Oh, I want to also follow said cleaning schedule. Good Lord. I'm a mess. And I think there's going to be things that are like everyday tasks, and then there's going to be things that like you do when they come up. Like, I can't necessarily schedule when I'm going to take out the trash, right? Like, the trash just needs to go out when it's full. Or, you know, maybe, but there's things like, you know, deep cleaning the fridge, or, you know, deep cleaning like the stove and the counters and stuff like that. Like, pretty much every time after I cook, I will clean the stove at some point, but it doesn't always happen like right away. So it kind of just, you know, some of them are like fly by the seat of your pants. Some of them are like, I should schedule those, like cleaning the shower. I don't need to clean the shower. Like, ideally, you probably would clean the shower, like scrub the shower, I don't know, every week, I guess. But also, I am one person. I am the only one that uses it, so I don't think that it needs to be cleaned every single week. Probably every other week, something like that. So I just have to do some research, figure it out, make a list, all that good stuff. But that's it. Those are my weekly actions for this week. And I feel like that did not take very long. Yeah, it didn't. That's kind of impressive, actually. I guess that's what happens when I actually do a good job focusing on this and have like my yearly goals to like break down into monthly goals. It makes making weekly actions a lot easier, which is how it should be. I just, you know, wasn't using it to its full extent before, I guess. But here we are, weekly actions for January 2nd through the 8th. It's still bonkers to me that it's January and it's 2023 now, but here we are. So that's going to be all for me today. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. If you have not already subscribed to my channel and you want to see more of my videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You can also hit that notification bell if you want to be notified every time my videos post. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.